the reason I was in St Kilda, I had to drop Helena off there at the National Theatre. One of her friends is performing at the National Theatre, and I said to Helena, I never thought I'd be dropping my daughter off in St Kilda. She said, "What do you mean, Dad?" I said, "Never mind." I said, "It's like Darlinghurst in Sydney, you know." I said, "We used to do a song about that, you know. I see you wearing, what was it? I see you walking down the street with your dress so high, with your dress so high." And she's just looking at me, you know. And all the boys go walking by, you know. And they go walking by. I can't remember the words, you know. But, darling, it hurts to see you down, darling, hurts tonight. Well, that's not the, I just press record. I do that. But Karina, I liked some of the stuff you were saying there. You gave me pause for thought. What gave me pause for thought? Something did. Hang on. Oh yeah, I'm going to watch that Jesse James movie that Daniel liked. And cause for reflection. Ordinarily, I'd just type this. Thank God I'm not doing that, because you can ignore a video easier. But you sort of think, you know, because I like to get involved in what other people like. Rather, you know, it's not necessarily about what I like, you know, because, you know, how could you put this? You could almost say, you know, is that a movie you'd ever watch? You know, had Daniel not said, you got to watch this demo. And I said, no, you know, I'm not interested in Jesse James. From what I've heard, I don't know much about American history. From what I've heard, he's a murderer. But then, you know, who knows where the movie's going. But, you know, one might say, you know, Michael's got all this weird music, and he says, have a listen to this. And is it something you'd ever listen to, Damien, if Michael didn't recommend it? No. But, and when you listen to it, yeah, Damien, I'm talking in the third person now. Damien, you know, are you listening to it because you want to listen to it, or, well, it's not about me, is it? You know? With that, or with watching a movie that Daniel recommended when he's not even here to sort of say, what did you think? You know, it's not even about that. You know, sometimes I think, what is it about? You know, why would you do it? You know, why would you go and watch a movie that you wouldn't ordinarily watch? I'm not interested in westerns. It's the last thing I'm interested in. It's probably not even a western. It's probably, God knows what it's all about. You know, it's got a pretty unusual title. I remember that, something about the assassination of Jesse James by the traitor, somebody or other, whoever shot Jesse James. You know, I don't even know who shot Jesse James. I'm hopeless when it comes to American history. But and I sort of think to myself sometimes, you know, because sometimes people say, you've got to be true to yourself. What the hell does that mean? You know, why would I want to be true to myself? You know, and just listen to stuff I want to listen to. You know, you know, like you could sort of say, all right, you're going to watch the movie Jesse James, whatever it is, the movie. And someone might say, now, when you go and watch that movie, what's your, you know, when you come out of it, you know, what sort of experience are you trying to get? And I'll say, well, you know, it's nothing to do with whether I like it or not. I actually want to see what Daniel saw in it. You know, the thing that got me thinking in this direction was a comment you made, Karina. See, I can just talk to you. Whoever I'm talking to. I like clips. I like getting the non-verbals going. You sort of think, I'm going to watch this movie, and not because I want to see whether I enjoy it or not, because it's not about me. I just want to see what Daniel, you know, saw in it. Which is a whole other thing, you know, because there's a real cult of individualism in the world, I think, at the moment. People say, but what do you think? Who gives a shit what I think? You know, what I'm interested in is, what does he think about the thing, you know? Or, what's Michael seeing in this music? Or, you know, what does Cameron see in bowls, you know? And all that sort of stuff. Sometimes, why what's this business of having to, I want to hear your opinion. No. My opinion's not worth much. I'm actually more fascinated by someone else's opinion. So I may well go and watch that movie. Someone will say, what did you think of it? I said, I don't know. I didn't go and really watch that movie to see what I thought of it. And I said, what the hell are you talking about? Why did you even go and see it? Well, it's not about what that's not why I went and saw it. What the hell? Why did you go and see it? I just wanted to see what Daniel thought of it. And I can see what Daniel saw in that movie. I may do that after I see the movie. I can see it. Yeah, but what did you think of it? Not relevant. This is this modern cult of individualism. Where groupthink is seen as a bad thing, which it is. Everyone being sheep and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I know that argument. But so is individual think. People. With me, this is what you see is what you get. I'll tell you what songs I like and I don't like, and I'll tell you what movies I like and what I don't like, and me, what I like, what I think, what I do, what my opinion is. You could arguably just ignore what oneself thinks about anything. Someone says, what do you think about, the election coming up, Dan Andrews? You don't want to hear what I think, because I'm just one person and I'm not even that good at it. But I can tell you what everyone I know thinks about it. I've got 5 mates that think this, and I've got 4 mates. Yeah, what do you think? I don't think anything. Even if I did, what do I think? Election, who is it? Dan Andrews and something, and someone else, somebody, I don't even know him. Oh, yeah, but give us your opinion, because the individual's opinion matters. And I said, no, I'll tell you what, I can give you my opinion, but that's just one voice. But I happen to have been talking to about 500 people. I can give you a statistical idea of what all those people think. And you've got the combined mental energy of all those people. I can give you a summary of what all those people think, because I've been engaging with that stuff more than I've been engaging with what I think, and sometimes I think about that. There's a cult of, me, in terms of just the way we think. There's a cult of that, I think. I haven't thought this through completely. I'm just on the fly here. Heading down to Dandenong and then heading across to Carlton. Where am I going now? Dandenong, and then Box Hill, the Epworth, and then down to Carlton, stay the night, maybe get something to eat, something from Woolies. Anyway, it's something to think about, I think, for me. I listen to a lot of the history of music at the moment, and there was a time when it didn't matter who wrote a piece of music. This is before Bach's time. It's a bit of a brain shift. There was a time when it didn't matter who wrote a piece of music. So you'd get a piece of music from before Bach's time, and you wouldn't know who wrote it because the community wrote it. Somebody in the village wrote it. Who cares who? And I think there's something to that. And you might think, that's just groupthink. No, there's something powerful about groupthink, because surely the combined energies of a group. Just putting aside the sheep argument, but there's another argument, the combined energy of, 50 people working together as a team, coming up with thoughts and ideas and all that sort of stuff. Isn't that arguably, possibly better than someone just getting onto Twitter and sort of saying, I think this and I think that and I think this and this is my name? Might one, instead of that, say, what do you think of this? And what do you think of that? And, there's this great movie out. What do you think? Did you see it? Yeah. What did you think of it? Didn't think about that. But I was watching it from Dan's perspective, and I can see why he loved it, because this, that, and that. And I could talk about that for half an hour. And I've already talked about that movie for half an hour, and the person I've talked to has learned a hell of a lot about that movie, and I haven't even given my opinion. So you can talk about something without giving your own opinion on what the thing is, because you see what I mean. That was another waffle. Chuck it up onto YouTube. Add it to the mix. Apropos of nothing. Signifying nothing. You just do these things. Chat, 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 and then you drop dead. It's not so bad. Check in with me about that. You know, when I've got 5 minutes to go and I say, bring me my phone, I've got to do one more clip. Just kidding.